Now, the Ghana Tech Lab is set to launch its interactive startup ecosystem platform. This platform is to make relevant startup data and information easily accessible to startup owners, entrepreneurs, and all who are interested in the startup ecosystem of Ghana. And of course, the launch is taking place tomorrow, Friday, September 4, and will be live on Joy News, Joy 99.7 FM, and the Ghana Startup Ecosystem Facebook. Now, joining me to discuss this is Daniel Obusu and Emilia Kuleke to share some perspective on this particular event. So, many thanks for joining me. Let me start up with you first, Daniel. What is this whole event going to be looking at specifically?
We're going to look at having a visual representation of what happened during our engagement on the field across the country. So we engage with 13 tech partners within the 11 regions to identify who is doing what, how are they doing it, how do we connect the dots in view to scale up opportunities for many others.
And what led you to embark on the ecosystem mapping program?
So based on the background of what others have done in the past, so we realized that they are more focused on Accra and Kumasi, but we took it upon ourselves to scale it up across the country with support from the MasterCard Foundation.
Let me bring in Emilia. Okay. Help us understand some of the interesting insights. Any startup is watching us live on television elsewhere will be interested to know the reasons why they'd have to attend.
Okay, so some of the interesting insights were that we found out that business across the country, peculiar to regions, are based on the culture of the people. Exactly. So for instance, in the northern region, we saw that there were a lot of businesses or startups that were doing food processing or smoke weaving, and that was something that was really prominent there. But we also saw that moving down to the southern part of the country, we saw that a lot of women were into business, a lot of women who are into food processing, buying and selling, and they are really striving to put out their businesses there. So some of the things that we came across on the field.
When all is said and done, what's going to be the impact that you're hoping to leave behind? We are
hoping that the platform that we are about to launch, that all businesses, we have a lot of businesses there. We have over 1,600 businesses on the platform. Right. We also hope that businesses that we were not able to come to during the mapping would be able to sign up on the platform. We also want investors to be able to go on to this platform and know that maybe in WA, these are the businesses there. Depending on what you want to invest in, if you go on the portal, you come across every business in each region. So that's
Daniel, you want to add something?
Yeah, in addition to that, is also going to be a help for the policymakers to see what happens on the grassroots level. So we encountered or engaged with the grassroots to know what is the reality on the ground as against what policymakers are doing. How then do you connect the dots for them to scale up whatever they are doing on that aspect? Another aspect is that see the platform as the yellow page book, as we know, where everything there is raw and dynamic. So as and when there's an update, you get to see as and when you want it to use for your research work, you can come for it to do. One interesting thing is that Ghana Tech Lab is the only organization to date who has been able to map out the whole country with this quantum of work in 2 months.
Great. So, help us understand, I mean, this is a great initiative. You would need sponsors, you need partners. You're making headway in that?
We're making headway in that, but the project was sponsored by the MasterCard Foundation. So we partnered with MasterCard Foundation to do this mapping.
That's great.
And then 13 hubs across the country. Those were our partner hubs.
Great. I think this is good news for the startups out there watching us who'd want to be a part of this particular program. Feel free to do so. It's going to be live on all our platforms as well as their websites as well. Many thanks, gentlemen and lady, for being here with us.